This Retell lecture audio is collected by PTE Study Centre.
Sir Winston Churchill was a British politician famous for his leadership of the United Kingdom during World War II. He was also a Nobel Peace Prize nominee, winner of the 1953 Nobel Prize for Literature, and the first person to be made an honorary citizen of the United States. Churchill was born in 1874 in Blenheim Palace in Oxfordshire, England. His father was a prominent Conservative politician from the aristocratic family of the Duke of Marlborough. Churchill lived in Dublin until he was 6, then attended several schools in England where he struggled academically. He then enrolled in the army and actively sought out military action and began to take an interest in war correspondence.
PTE Study Centre.
In 1895, Churchill travelled to Cuba to observe the Spanish army fighting the Cubans. He then saw active service in India and the Sudan, and was then named as Conservative candidate for the Oldham constituency in England. He was unsuccessful in his political campaign, so he obtained a commission to act as war correspondent in the Second Boer War in South Africa. He was captured and imprisoned in a prisoner of war camp in Pretoria in South Africa, but escaped and rejoined his troops and continued fighting. He then returned to England and published his experiences, and once again stood for the Oldham constituency in the general election of 1900, and won. He retired from the army and was made First Lord of the Admiralty, in charge of the Royal Navy, where he upgraded and modernised the British fleet, but resigned in 1915 after the failure of the Battle of Gallipoli. Churchill then rejoined the British Army in order to salvage his reputation, and spent time on the Western Front in World War I.
Brought to you by PTE Study Centre. We have branches in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide.